Have you ever watched someone realize they were the villain in their own story? My coworker Austin was this quiet guy who worked in accounting. Always kept to himself, brought the same peanut butter sandwich every day, never joined us for happy hour. I thought he was stuck up, like he was too good for the rest of us. So I started messing with him. Nothing major at first, just moving his stapler when he wasn't looking, hiding his coffee mug. The guys thought it was hilarious. Austin would come back from lunch and spend 10 minutes looking for his stuff. He never said anything, just quietly searched until he found it. So I escalated. Started forwarding him meeting invites for fake conferences, sent him on wild goose chases to empty conference rooms. Once I even changed his computer wallpaper to a picture of a sad clown. Austin would just fix everything and keep working. Never complained to management, never confronted me directly. I thought he was weak. Dude's got no backbone, I told my buddy Connor. Someone needs to toughen him up. Then I found out about his parking spot. Austin always parked in the same corner space, way in the back of the lot, so I started getting to work early just to take it. He'd have to park on the street and walk an extra 3 blocks. I'd watch him through the window, walking in the rain or snow, and feel pretty satisfied with myself. This went on for 6 months. I was the office prankster, Austin was my favorite target, and everyone knew it. Then one Tuesday, Austin didn't show up to work, or Wednesday, or Thursday. Friday morning, our manager called a meeting. She looked really upset. "I need to tell you all something about Austin," she said. "He's been in the hospital since Monday. He had a seizure at home and hit his head pretty bad." My stomach dropped, but she wasn't done. "Austin has epilepsy. He's been managing it with medication for years, but stress can trigger episodes. His doctors say workplace stress might have contributed to this incident." I felt like I was going to throw up. "There's something else you should know," she continued. "Austin has been walking to work from the hospital parking garage every day for the past 6 months. Wait, what? His wife has cancer. She's been getting chemotherapy treatments at the medical center across town. Austin has been dropping her off every morning, then walking 20 minutes to our office so she can have the car for her appointment." The room went completely silent. "The corner parking spot he used to use? That's the closest spot to the building entrance. Austin has a chronic back condition from a car accident 3 years ago. Walking those extra blocks every day has been really painful for him." I couldn't breathe. All those mornings I watched him walk in the rain thinking I was teaching him a lesson. He was dealing with his wife's cancer and his own health problems. Austin never complained because he didn't want anyone to know about his personal situation. He's a very private person, but his wife called me yesterday to explain why he might be out for a while. After the meeting, I drove straight to the hospital. Austin was awake, but he looked terrible. His head was bandaged, and he had this lost expression. When he saw me, he actually smiled. "Hey Derek, nice of you to visit." I sat down next to his bed trying to figure out how to start. Finally, I just blurted it out. "Austin, I'm sorry. I've been making your life hell for months and I didn't even know what you were going through." He looked confused. "What do you mean?" "The parking spot, your stapler, all those stupid pranks. I thought you were just some antisocial guy who needed to be knocked down a peg." Austin was quiet for a long time. Then he said something that destroyed me. "I knew you were doing those things. I just figured everyone was dealing with their own problems. I didn't want to make a big deal about it." I started crying right there in the hospital room. This man, who I'd been tormenting for months, had been giving me the benefit of the doubt the entire time. "Derek, it's okay," he said. Really, I know you're not a bad person, but I was. I had been the bad person. I spent 6 months making life harder for someone who was already struggling with more than I could imagine." Austin came back to work 3 weeks later. I gave him my parking spot permanently, started bringing him coffee every morning, but nothing could undo what I'd done. The worst part? Austin's wife passed away 4 months later. All those mornings I made him walk in pain, she was dying, and I was worried about office pranks. I quit that job 6 months later. Couldn't look at Austin every day knowing what kind of person I'd been. Sometimes the villain in the story doesn't get a redemption arc. Sometimes you just have to live with what you've done.